Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. So HBO has this new show called The Black Lady Sketch Show, and I just feel like not enough people are talking about it, so I'm gonna talk about it. Let's talk about why this show is relevant, necessary, and so important to the culture. So the backstory to even how this show came to fruition is really interesting, and I just think it's dope. So I saw in an interview where Robin Thede was saying, she had a show on BET that got canceled, and shortly thereafter, after the news came out, Issa Rae hit her up. And so Issa Rae, has Insecure on HBO, and now she has this production deal with them. So she was like, let's work together, sis. Like, sis, I got you. And, Robin was like, I don't know, I never really gave a show or sold a show to HBO, and I don't know how it's gonna go. So Issa was like, girl, I got you. Let's go in there together. So, black women sticking together. And all I'm getting from this is that Issa is working, okay? They got Ashley Nicole Black, Quinta B, of course Robin Thede, and Gabrielle Dennis, who are like the main cast. And then they have like all these guest appearances. You got Laverne Cox, you've got Nicole Byer, you've got Angela Bassett, Kelly Rowland. Like, it just did not stop. Like, boom, 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 boom. They just kept hitting you with like all these fabulous guest appearances. So why I think this is so relevant to the culture today is because so many of these sketches hilariously touched on it was like social commentary, but in a funny way. So the two sketches that really stuck out to me in this episode were Invisible Spy and the Bad Bitch Support Group. So with Invisible Spy, why I feel like if you really pay attention, you could have picked up so much stuff is because, like, okay, here she is. She's a plus size black girl, and because she's plus size and black, she can almost like be invisible in society. Nobody sees her. It's her birthday and they're trying to sign her birthday card, and they even give her the card to sign for herself. Like, it was just like, it was like the little nuances that they did that really made me laugh. So just to like push further how invisible she is to them, they assume that Kelly Rowland, who is the thin, quote unquote closer to the standard of beauty in society, and they believe that she's the spy. They're showing you how, one, as a plus size woman, you add black, and then so you don't fit the standard of beauty. Nobody pays attention to you. It's easy for you to be a spy because you can just slip in and out because nobody's checking for you anyway. Who you are interested only sees you as a friend. You may do all this work, do all this amazing stuff, but you rarely get credit for it. Me Too, anyone? And when she actually goes to complete her mission, the double dutch, the going through the lasers, like all that stuff, like showing that, so plus size black women really do have the capabilities of being flexible and being active and agile. It was like a big F you to society's, generalizations and disregard for specific groups of women in America. And then she goes and she meets almost like her double, almost like only one of us can exist. Like, what do you mean? There can only be one successful black woman who's overweight. Like, that's all that's allowed. And so I thought that was interesting, but at the same time it was still funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I laughed so many times during it. Yo, when she hit that double dutch, I was like, this is too much for me. It was too much. The Bad Bitch Support Group, girl, the Fashion Nova, when homegirl was like, she's already at All-Star Weekend levels. I was like, Laverne Cox, Angela Bassett, Gabrielle, and Amara La Negra, like, they were all so funny. Like, it was just so funny. She was like, this bitch trying to breathe, this bitch trying to take deep breaths. Funny. It's like the little things that you have to be paying attention to or pick up with your ears to realize why this show is so funny. And like I said, it's so relevant. Even like the scene with the guys in the group, right? It's sort of like how you see, like, back in the day, like groups like Temptations, or I'm gonna say the Five Heartbeats, which wasn't even a real group, but like groups like them, back then it was about loving people, it was about this, but here goes Claude, he want to go rogue. And like, now it's about, tearing down women and objectifying women and saying like how we're gonna control them and make them be what we want them to be and do what they want them to do. Sort of like showing you how in today the more popularized music has those same themes, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she gonna hit me and my brother, like, you know what I mean? And I just don't know why I find Quinta so funny in like these male roles. Like, it's just, she's hilarious. Even like when they were at the gay club, the dance spider scene, girl. Ain't even out to your grandmother yet. How am I explaining to her that you died at a lesbian party? Like, oh my, Lala, is that you? Oh, you know, she wanna act like we not gonna get together 15 more times before we officially break up. Like I said, it's like comedic social commentary. The show better get renewed. I don't see why more people aren't talking about it. It's like a whole cast of Black women doing sketch comedy in but it's like in a different way. So shout out to Robin Thede for her mind and just being so awesome. I also, though, I'm interested in this whole apocalypse scene because they did talk about cancel culture, which I thought was funny too. Like, they, you know, how and why we have cancel culture, and if this person is canceled, does that mean that I can't watch or listen to something that somebody else that is not canceled is on? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are just some of the questions that if you exist in this current climate in America especially, like, you're thinking these things. And so it's funny because it's like real at the same time. I think I would want to see on there is Deborah, why is her name escaping me right now, but from Mad TV, the lady who used to play Oprah and Whitney Houston. Like, shout out to Whitney, it is her birthday. Rest in peace, queen, because you are dope. Yeah, you know, so tonight is the second episode. So if you have HBO or HBO Now, HBO Go, or any of that, definitely tune in. So let's just say that you're not a Black lady and you feel like maybe I shouldn't watch this show because it doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't think that that's the mentality to have, because you can still watch the show, find things funny, and also learn. Not only that, it gives you areas where you can open up a discussion and maybe enlighten yourself on certain things that maybe you don't understand. So if you've seen the first episode, let's get the discussion started in the comments below. What did you guys like about it? What did you not like about it? What did you gain from it? What was funny to you? What was your favorite sketch? And we'll talk about it later. And I'll see you guys next week with another review. Bye.
If you don't see that cheek work, he can't get that cheek twerk. If you don't see that cheek work, go back. Ow, ow.